I call this tale The New Nanny. There are things in this story what spiders didn't ought to see. All children are little liars, and any child who says he isn't is the biggest liar of them all. I checked to see his pants aren't on fire. You believe me, don't you? Because every word I've told you is true. There's not one word of a lie. Oh dear, it's getting hot in here. Must fly. See you later, alligator.
I bet you don't know where spaghetti comes from. I grow my own.
I'm delicious. Oh, I'm sorry, how rude of me. Have you met little Jimmy Jones? You like him? Needs a touch more parmesan, but otherwise very tasty. Whoops! I'm all fingers and thumbs today. Or rather, I'm not. I call this tale Grandmother's Footsteps. It's not my story, so don't blame me when you're scared stiff. This ghost story belongs to a little boy who couldn't go to sleep at night. Excuse me one moment. That's better. Now we can begin. Time I went to bed, I think. And time I woke up. Did you guess who the ghost was? Not very hard, was it? I call this tale Death by Chocolate, because there's a whole lot of chocolate in it, and a little bit of death, too. I thought spiders were supposed to know how to catch flies, Spindleshanks. Spindleshanks, have you learned how to kill a fly? Let's give it a whirl, then. I'll pretend to be the fly. OK? It's like taking milk from a baby. Well, I never. Do you know how paper's made? Imagine Spindleshanks is a tree. You chop him down, pulp him, strain him, and hang him out to dry. Isn't it amazing what you can learn from a spider? I call this tale, Would You Like to Meet Joe? I'm afraid he's rather heavy these days, and working undercover. And this is what I made out of Spindleshanks. So, not entirely wasted then. Ignore Spindleshanks, he's just showing off. There are spiders in this tale, you see. It's called... You can stop now, Spindleshanks. You can stop now. It's called... Right, that's it. I now declare this room a spider-free zone. It pays to know your nursery rhymes. Children these days place far too much importance on clothes. See what I mean? But one should never judge a book by its cover. On the other hand, judging a stupid spider with a book's cover is perfectly acceptable, which is something sad spiders might like to think about. Spindleshanks. Now, run off and change, or you'll go to school with this.
a bear behind. Fast food doesn't mean food that can run faster than you, like cheetah chops or leopard meringue pie. Fast food is food which can make you a fast buck. Spindleshanks and I will be demonstrating the art of fast fooding later. But right now, vegetabilise yourself on the sofa as I tell the tale of Burgerskip. To make toffee spider pudding, you need 1 toffee, 1 stick, and a spider. Simply put the toffee inside the spider, insert the spider on the stick, and serve with a sauce of stagnant pond water. I call this tale the Barber of Civil. Oh. Rude children should be seen and not heard. Don't you agree, Spindleshanks? Quiet when I'm talking. Do you know what these are, children? Slugs? Oh, dear! So if a new barber arrives at your school, I suggest you keep your mouth firmly shut. Do you still want to know what's in this jar? Shan't tell you. This apple tree has got apples on, and this ladder has got Spindleshanks on, see? He's going to show you how to scrump, and I'm going to show you how to stop him. Ready? Scrumping. Very good. And now, the stopping. So, if you see a bottle of Tregowan's vintage cider from 1952, don't drink it! Unless, of course, you're partial to a little extra body in your tipple. Tests. Nobody likes them, but we've all got to do them. Get off there, lazy bones. You wouldn't know he's got a test on Friday, the amount of sleeping he does. It's his driving test, too. That'll teach him. Who'd have thought a ghost could be that stupid? Whoa! Woo! On second thought, I call this tale Sweets. Spindleshanks, pop out here a moment. Now, if we paint your legs white and hide you right up there in the roof of my mouth, a new set of teeth. Perfect. I doubt it. Hang on. Whoops. Nearly swallowed my own teeth there. I'm no doctor, but I think Spindleshanks might be ill. There's only one way to find out. Test his reflexes. I was right. Too slow. He's not well at all. Now, I call this tale Dr. Moribundus. And if you don't know what Moribundus means in Latin, I suggest you don't call this doctor out in the middle of the night. Still want to know what he did to her? No. Can't tell, won't tell. But I'll give you a clue. Whoops. Now there's something you don't see every day. If there are any children out there who never stop talking, stop talking! I call this tale Jack in a Box.
a chatterbox called Jack. There's a joke shop in Great Puddin' that sells jackets what are wooden and dresses stitched from leaf mould if they've got 'em. But they also sell a dummy who's so lifelike it's not funny, 'cause it speaks without a hand stuck up its bottom. Turn that noise down, Spindleshanks. He watches that box morning, noon and night. I can't drag him away. Will you turn it down? Right. Telly. Good. In honour of today's tale, Spindleshanks has come in fancy dress. Can you guess what he is? He's a money spider. Whoops. Have a listen to this while I pump him up. It's called So You See. Fedora Funkelfink did capture Tigor and should have received the £5,000 reward. But nobody knew where to find her. Oh. Where'd he go? I call this tale Mr. Peeler's Butterflies. You'll all have heard the nursery rhyme, sleep, sleep, now close your eyes, don't fish for Mr. Peeler. For if you lie awake at night, you'll summon the sleep stealer. Still think those were butterflies, children? Oh dear me, no. Oops, I can't seem to blink. Oh, that's better. Thank you, Spindleshanks. Night-night, sleep tight. To use a spider as a vase would be plainly ridiculous. Come here. As a fly catcher, Spindleshanks is second to none. But as a vase, grab onto those and hold your breath. Useless. Oh. It's the same with elephants. Great memories, but useless umbrella stands. I call this tale An Elephant Never Forgets. It goes to prove that what's what is what for a reason, and what might be never should, for reasons too obvious to repeat. And what's more, ghosts make a noise like this, woo, which is how you tell if they're living under your bed. Just thought you ought to know. Spindleshanks has got his granny staying with him this week, which is giving me a headache. She's got a hobby, see? Bath chair diving. Ow! Have you ever wondered why old people behave like children? And that's why old people behave like children. Talking of which, Spindleshanks' granny's asked some friends round. Hang on! Oh! Drat! There are two types of people who get too big for their boots. Show-offs and people with feet that won't stop growing. This is protective clothing, because today's tale is wild, wet and really whopping. So up with those umbrellas as we meet. The weather got better too. Oh, mind your back, Spindleshanks. Oops. I call this tale Prince Noman. Oh, Spindleshanks. Thank you. Have you ever wondered why children look like their parents? Is it nature? Or so, if an old uncle tells you that you've got his nose, run and hide fast! Or he might try and grab it back. Spindleshanks got his spindly legs from a spinster aunt, and his blobby body from a mouldy meatball that took his mum's fancy. I've got a little friend inside my head. He's a greedy little worm called Envy. Always wants what other people have got. No, Spindleshanks, you cannot live in my other ear. If the worm can, why can't you? All right, go on, but no parties. See the trouble envy causes? If you've got itchy fingers and feel the need to dip into someone else's pockets, check whose pockets they are first. This coat, for example, belongs to a rat catcher, so I'll be getting a friend to do the thieving for me. See how dangerous that could have been? I call this tale the litter bug. Where would the world be if we all simply scrumpled up things we didn't want and tossed them away? Actually, I think I may have just invented a new game here. Spider mincing. So, Spindleshanks, I trust you use litter bins? As litter bins? As restaurants? I thought as much. And what's your favourite? A double fleas burger with a side order of French flies? Ugh. Have you ever felt how hard a cricket ball is? What? Spindleshanks, what are you doing? This is not a lightning conductor. Not even if you make him conduct faster. Have it your own way. This is a true story. Oh, what a shame. Poor Johnny Bullneck was all over in a flash. How we'll miss him. I don't think. Spindleshanks is scared that he might be a ghost. He says people scream and run away from him. A ghost can pass through walls, Spindleshanks. You're not a ghost. People scream and run away from you, Spindleshanks, because you're an ugly spider with a squashed face, which only goes to prove that crying ghost is more dangerous than crying wolf, because a wolf can be stopped with a woodchopper's axe, but a ghost, well, with a ghost, you never know when it's there. Boom! This is the tale of a boy who couldn't tell the truth. No, I tell a lie. He could tell the truth, but sometimes he chose not to. His name was Willard. Spindleshanks thinks he's Willard too. That stupid spider's about as high goes to prove that Willard wasn't hard at all. He was soft and squidgy and made out of water. In fact, he got drunk by the dog. Spindleshanks, on the other hand, is harder now than he's ever been in his life. See what I mean? Spindleshanks has got himself a new pet. I said he could have one if he could look after it properly. Good boy, Spindleshanks. What a good spider you are. Spindleshanks! You never eat your pet. I don't care if it was delicious. So, remember, a stomach is for life, not just for Christmas. Whereas a spider is for fun, so you can do what you like with it. Hey! Did you know that a spider's insides look like this? That's squashed flies, that is. Whereas we humans look like this inside. Ha! Surprised? Watch. I call this tale Knockdown Ginger. Never waste good sawdust. Ideal for stuffing dead pets. Suck it up. Then blow it out. Whoops! I know what this animal's got inside him. Spindleshanks. A locked door is a very, very scary thing indeed. Don't you agree, Spindleshanks? Why? Open it, Spindleshanks. Wake up now, Spindleshanks. It's all over. Time to go home. This door's locked. Is this your idea of a joke? Oh, dare I open it? I think I will. I call this tale Simon Sulk. Spindleshanks is sulking because I happened to mention that I don't like children. The taste, you stupid spider! But there are them out there what think you kiddies are sweet and delicious, especially with barbecue sauce. Delicious. After that little story, I don't think I'll ever trust a friendly face again. Eh, Spindleshanks? He's still sulking. Spindleshanks? See what I mean? Whoop. Oh, hello. This tale is called The Urban Fox and is all about hunting. They say that the thrill of hunting is all in the chase. Come on, Spindleshanks, run! But they think it's all in the killing. Myself. That wretched urban fox has given Spindleshanks ideas. He's cleverly disguised himself as a brick wall so that me and my horsewhip will never be able to find him again. Well, I can't see him, can you? Oh, look! Who's built this brick wall on my table? I guess I'd better knock it down. What would you do if you woke up one day and looked in the mirror, but the face what stared back wasn't yours? I'd go back to bed and smash the mirror. Spindleshanks, wake up! I just saw a bug in your bed. Don't worry, I'll get it for you. Whoops! It was you! Spindleshanks is short of cash this month, so I'm helping him raise a bit extra off the Tooth Fairy. Ready? I call this tale Spoilsport. It's about people who spoil other people's fun. Just like that. We think we've cracked it this time. I've nailed Spindleshanks' feet to the floor. Ready? Oh. What did you want the extra money for, anyway? For football club. Oh, well, don't really need it now, do you? Pies don't just make themselves, you know. There's the filling, pastry, and the thumbs to keep the pastry crusty. Of course, one could use a spider, but spiders can't take the heat. I call this tale the Pie Man. I know one spider that's not going to suck its thumb anymore. Are you, Spindleshanks? Well, go on then. Have one last big suck before you give it up forever. Oops. Not that big, you stupid spider. You've sucked all your fur off. This bit of string is there to remind me to tell you about something. But I can't remember what. Spindleshanks, you've forgotten your clothes. Got it! It's to remind me to tell you that this tale is about a forgetful dreamer called Head in the Clouds. I can take it off now. Oh, yeah. It was reminding me to stick my finger back. That's why I always check my head screwed on properly at least once a week. Look at that. There could have been a very nasty accident there. Whoa! Help! Spindleshanks! I'm stuck in the ceiling! Today, Spindleshanks and I will be proving that it's impossible to choose a wife from a kiss in the dark. Are your lips prepared? Then pucker up. Like it? Is it true love? Want to marry it? Yeah, that's filthy. You'll never guess what now. I'm Spindleshanks' best man. Oi, lovebirds. Don't forget the ring. Whoops. Just squashed the bride. I call this tale Crocodile Tears. Now, Crocodile Tears is when children use tears to get what they want. Spindleshanks wants an ice cream, and I've said no. You do know that tears make eyeballs go rusty, don't you? And the best thing to remove rust is sandpaper. Oh, good, you've stopped crying. So you see, it did all end in tears. For everyone, that is, except Spindleshanks. Still smiling, Spider? No more crocodile tears? Actually, while you're there, do you mind if I practice my knife-throwing act? How many fingers am I holding up, Spindleshanks? 5? I've only got 3. He thinks he needs glasses because he keeps having accidents with his fingers. How many times do I have to tell you? It's not your eyes, it's you poking your fingers in where they didn't ought to be. You should watch this, Spindleshanks. Spindleshanks, you've been writing that for hours. What is it? Dear storyteller, I hate you for scaring me all the time. I am leaving. Look, I'm sorry. Don't go. I'll be nice from now on, Spindleshanks. Do you want a hand?
On a scale of 1 to 10 for bodily disgustingness, this tale is 15 and climbing. It's about beak burrowing. That's P-L-R-F. Pick, lick, roll, flick. Only we're not talking stupid spiders, you understand. To stop Spindleshanks picking his nose, I've offered to pick it for him. Try this one. How does it feel? That was your brain, Spindleshanks. This tale's about snakes. Spindleshanks is so scared of getting bitten that I've lent him my stilts. You're perfectly safe. I've got you on a safety line. What he don't know is I love pigeon pie. And pigeons love spider. Nice work, Spindleshanks. I love pigeon pie.
It was an accident, Spindleshanks. How was I to know that pigeons like eating spiders? Anyway, I've taught him a lesson. Trust me. That pigeon will never bother you again. It is with deep regret that I bring you this news. Today, I shall be telling this story on my own, because Spindleshanks is a mug. He's so potterified by this story that he's gone to China. And I hope the sissy spider stays there. Whoops! Clumsy. Remember, the potter's wheel is always spinning. In case you're worried, I stuck Spindleshanks back together again. I think he looks better, don't you? Still makes a rubbish cup of tea, though.
Hello. In the olden days, the police would catch telephone pranksters by bugging their telephones. These bugs were highly trained insects that dug around in the criminal mind and found out what he was thinking. Thankfully, there is no need of these bugs anymore. So now you know. Yeah, keep talking, Mum. When you get a call and there's nobody on the other end, it's Stefan. Nearly done, Mum. And if you use a mobile phone, it microwaves inside your head. Done, Mum. Bye. I love pigeon pie.
Imagine sitting here, reading a comic, thinking you were alone when you weren't. Imagine hearing a scream, or a cry for help. Imagine a hand. Ah! Oh, hold my aching sides, Spindleshanks. I call this tale Bogman. In case you're wondering, Spindleshanks always helps with the washing up. I find his hairy back especially useful. Oh, do stop moaning, Spindleshanks. You love it. And after this, you're scrubbing the loo. It's harvest time, so sharpen your scythes and don't be blinded by closing your eyes. Or to put it another way, never wander around with your eyes closed in a field full of combine harvesters. Why, Spindleshanks? Because flying cabbages can kill you. Thus, I call this tale Bunny Boy. Spindleshanks, you can come out now. He's not talking to me. I said come out now, or I'll come in and get you. Excuse the way I'm dressed. Everything's in the wash. Wish I could say the same of Spindleshanks. His website's a disgrace. He's such a pig pen. He don't even know what this is for. Oh, you do you? 3 flies says you don't. Oh, blast. I hate it when I lose. Oh. Boy, the cheek of it. Spindleshanks expects me to clear up after him. I suppose I'd better get the iron out. Well, I never. Do you know how paper's made? Imagine Spindleshanks is a tree. You chop him down, pulp him, strain him, and hang him out to dry. Isn't it amazing what you can learn from a spider? I call this tale, Would You Like to Meet Joe? I'm afraid he's rather heavy these days, and working undercover. And this is what I made out of Spindleshanks. So, not entirely wasted then. I call this tale Superstitious Nonsense. Spindleshanks says that he's superstitious, but really he's a nut. He lives by imaginary rules that no one else can understand. I mean, he's scared of that black cat because he thinks black cats are bad luck. But they're not. Well, not for me, anyway. Thought you might like to know that Spindleshanks has just had a bit of good luck. The cat was sick. For some people, winning is everything. For others, winning is impossible on account of them having 8 left feet. I wonder who I'm talking about. He'll never finish. While he wears himself out, I'll tell you a tale. Here, Spindleshanks, I've got magic boots on too. I have. Shall I show you what they do? Oh, I can feel the magic in them now. They won't stop kicking spiders. Sorry, there's nothing I can do. You've never heard of stick men, Spindleshanks? Pencil-thin misfits with heads like pumpkins? You must have heard of them. I mean, blimey. It's you who draws them. I call this tale The Stick Men. If ever you're lonely, why not draw Chico to life? In the dead of night, he'll come scribbling with the stick men. But whatever you do, don't draw the knobbly hobgoblins. Love's a funny old thing. Last week, Spindleshanks fell in love with a little spider called Letitia. So he went to the hairdressers to make himself beautiful. But this week, she's gone off him because he's fallen in love with himself. Reminds me of a tale called There's Been a Development on the Love Front. Letitia has just asked Spindleshanks to marry him. And he said yes. Oh, bless. Do you think I should have told him she was a black widow spider? I'm trying to join the magic circle, but first I've got to learn this trick with a spider and a sausage. You like sausages, don't you? OK, we'll just pop you in here. Hold still. Then into the vanishing box. And skippity half-pipe. It worked! If I'd told him what the trick was, he'd never have agreed to do it. I keep telling you, Spindleshanks, there isn't a spell to reverse it. There's only one way to get you back to normal. Eat the sausage. Oh, stop complaining. I'm doing this to help you. Now, how do you prefer to be eaten? Mustard or ketchup? And they all lived miserably ever after. Ever wondered what happens to stories when you close up the book? Do the stories go to sleep with you? Or do they carry on living between the covers, waiting for you to release them? A bit like Spindleshanks. If you're wondering what Ms. Whetstone wrote at the end of Delia's story, listen to this. Then this gremlin does something to me in a really horrible way, and this is it. The gremlin takes me out of bed and pushes his long fingernails into my ear holes and bursts both saddlebags of knowledge. And suddenly, from being a know-all, I, Delia Dethabridge, am a know-nothing. And that's the way it stays. The end. You're wasting your fingernail, mate. Spiders don't have saddlebags. They don't even have brains.